Hey everybody, this is Keith Brown here, one of the teaching pastors here. Hey, today we're in our daily encounter. We're looking at Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 31, and we're talking about Moses. He's coming to the end of an era, and Moses is now about to turn over leadership for the commission to go into the promised land to Joshua. And I'm actually standing here in Israel in the promised land. You can look behind me. Hopefully we can get a view of the Dome of the Rock and some of that and so forth. And so to just kind of paint the picture for a moment, I just want you to imagine being Moses. You've been leading a group of people for 40 years, and now it's time for you to turn over the reins. And Moses is struggling with this a little bit, obviously. And then you got to imagine Joshua's struggling with this. He's the only leader that Israel has known up until this moment. But what Moses is going to say in Deuteronomy chapter 30 and in chapter 31 is this idea about a choice, is that, hey, life and death is in front of you. You have to make a choice. And really that is the message of the Bible, is that God offers choice. He gives you a freedom of your will to choose which direction you're going to choose and you're going to go in life. And for Moses, part of the reason he doesn't inherit the promised land is he makes a choice. Instead of trusting in God, he gets angry, and in his anger he hits the rock as opposed to speaking to the rock. That's Numbers chapter 20 if you want to look that up. But Joshua, on the other hand, his choice is he's going to be obedient to God. And the biggest choice that he's going to have, that Moses is going to encourage him to follow through with, is to be strong and to be courageous and to face the obstacles. Life is hard. You know, being a good parent is hard. Being a teenager is hard. Being a middle schooler is hard. Being a college student is hard. But you have a choice, and that's the message in Deuteronomy chapter 30 and 31, is make the right choice, to be strong and courageous. And what's interesting is when we get into the book of Joshua, you're going to see that he's going to choose to be strong and courageous. He's going to choose to obey God's word. And because he does, he will inherit the promise and he will fulfill the potential that God has put on his life. I believe in you. You have potential. God has a promised land for you, kind of like the promised land that we're in right now. But it's going to be a lot of your choice. Will you choose to love him? Will you choose to trust him? Will you choose to follow him? Hey, God bless you. And hey, this week, for the most part, I'm going to be trying to do some different daily encounters from Israel. So hope that you tune in all week as we kind of march through the book of Deuteronomy into the book of Joshua. And then we'll also look at some of the Psalms too. So, hey, God bless you.